What country will I inherit? What country will I inherit? Mary Betty Lou Z. Ranes.
What country will I inherit? A country suffering from diaspora because she cannot offer her people with opportunities for economic survival? What country will I inherit? A country where millions of her people live in squalor, as evidenced by squatter colonies in every major city, and where children have to roam the thoroughfares in search of food and shelter? What country will I inherit? A country perceived to be the most corrupt in Asia? Honorable members of the Board of Judges, here stands an ordinary teenager. Asking this question with no certain answer scares me, because it is like a phantom that stares at my face every day. I am just an ordinary teenager, but I have a dream. In spite of the sadness that hang heavy on the landscape of our lives today, I still dream that someday, one day, our country, like the phoenix that rises from the ashes, shall take her place with dignity among the family of nations. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one reason I am here. I am ordinary. I am proud. Pride that springs from my awareness that I am a sharer of the culture and values our fathers and forebears held dear. Such values as honor, hard work, honesty, and love of God and country. In the time of our forefathers, honor was a priceless thing. It was the mark of a true human being. Today, I have decided to recognize, even if privately, those who do honorable acts. Not to be forgotten are the simple folks in government and private sector who get to have restful sleep at night, knowing that their honor has not been sacrificed in the altar of material manipulation. In the time of our forefathers, hard work was the means to getting ahead, not stealing. They believed in the biblical injunction that if you do not work, you do not eat. Let us look at the Filipino farmer. The land he tills might not be his own, his house, a nipa shack, his children on school perhaps, and yet he labors from sunup to sundown, knowing that his sweat puts the food on his table and on the tables of his countrymen. They also believed in honesty. Only with honesty could our forebears keep their pride, honor, and dignity. While today we get disillusioned with dishonest government officials who have not been deterred by public shame, let us not forget the cab driver who returned his find, even if such find would have undoubtedly satisfied a family's need. Lastly, our forebears did extraordinary things because they loved our country. They fought and died for our political freedoms. Today, even when we are besieged with feedbacks unworthy of any self-respecting race, let us be reminded of the many men and women who have taken up the cudgels of trying to wake us up from our lassitude, of trying to redirect our priorities, of trying to transform our society. Ladies and gentlemen, these were the jewels that at some enlightened periods in our history shone bright to guide a people desperate to free themselves from colonial slavery. These are the jewels of our race that we can pluck again today from the muck of our decadent age and together polish so we can put them again as treasures on the firmament of our national life. A famous English critic, Samuel Johnson, had said, "Patriotism is the last refuge of a scoundrel." But I say for us today, patriotism should be the last refuge of a people with nothing else but a dream of national greatness. Patriotism should be the last refuge of a people whose fathers and mothers have become gypsies in foreign lands, so they and their children can have their own version of the good life. Patriotism should be the last refuge of a people who has made corruption as the benchmark of any negotiation. What country will I inherit? Attorney Alexander Lacsorm wrote, "Each child is a potential good Filipino. Each child is a potential patriot of our country." And so, I throw this question to all the Filipino children of today and to all of you, who were all children once. As for me, I have decided not to just linger on the bywalk and wait for others to make, or worse, unmake the country that I will inherit one day.
The other first praiser, Mary Betty.
In behalf of Toastmasters International, we thank the audience for coming here and also the organizers. And before, I'll just tell you a very short story, very short, regarding this, about this thing tonight. You know, there was this balloon vendor somewhere in Cathedral. So, in order to entice children to buy the balloon, he would send off balloon to the sky, and every time the children would see, they would go to him and buy the balloon. Until there was a child tugging on his shirt, and he saw a black and very nervous child. And the child asked him the question, if you let a black balloon fly, would it also soar to the sky? The vendor was very surprised. And when he saw, he understood when he saw that dark and very dirty child. And he told the child, yes, because it is not the color, but what is inside that balloon that will make it fly. So I believe that Filipinos can fly because it is not what appears outside, but what is inside of Filipino that can make Filipino work.